Imagine a 15-year-old boy recruited by someone who promises him a job. Instead, he's forced to work long hours in a factory, given little food and sleep, and is severely beaten by the factory owner. Someone is keeping this factory operating by purchasing its products. Could it be your company? Human trafficking, particularly forced labour, is very common, with the Global Slavery Index estimating there's around 30 million slaves today, with these 10 nations accounting for three-quarters of the world's slaves. Slavery has been linked to supply chains of producers of shoes, bags, and coffee. It's a $32 billion industry, making it the second most lucrative after drug dealing. Companies doing business with people involved in human trafficking help to promote this illegal trade. Manufacturers and retailers may also contribute when using goods or services fostered through forced labour. In 2011, the United Nations established the Guiding Principles on Business and Human Rights. It states businesses must respect and protect human rights and freedom, comply with laws, and remediate if breached, even if they haven't directly contributed to the illegal trade.
So, what can your business do to fix this issue? There are several ways, and here's the first one. Most businesses aim to obtain a profit and make money, so what better way to encourage suppliers to abide by human rights protections than helping them increase their profit margins? Your business can offer a number of services, financial aid, and resources to your suppliers and other companies you deal with. This incentivizes them to act ethically and abide by human rights laws, minimizing their involvement in forced labor. Services include technical help, company strengthening, and helping raise awareness of the issue and repercussions of forced labour throughout the organisations and its stakeholders. Additionally, these efforts can be supplemented with your business proposing to increase the volume of purchase from those suppliers or companies and proffer discounts for those that purchase from your organisation. This is an excellent and tempting incentive for profit businesses, decreasing the likelihood of any involvement with forced labour.
Secondly, it is recommended that organizations implement procedures aimed at monitoring and auditing those on the supply chain. This method is highly effective as it has a direct impact on the part of the organization that contributes most to human trafficking and slavery. It will involve interacting with those in the supply chain and establishing guidelines that they must follow. After this, the organization will constantly check that those entities are abiding by those guidelines, ensuring that they are not exploiting any illegal labor. In order to monitor the supply chain, however, the organization will have to invest in training staff to detect anomalies in the supply chain or hire someone externally to assist them. An example would be engaging with the Global Business Coalition Against Human Trafficking, GBCAT, who offer services such as training staff and educating suppliers on human trafficking. While there is much investment of both time and money into implementing these procedures, it is effective and will benefit all stakeholders in the long term.
The art of business is all about trade and exchange, so you're probably thinking, what's in it for us? If your business adopts these recommendations as a way to cease involvement with human trafficking and forced labour, your business will reap the benefits. Firstly, adopting these strategies will help build and strengthen the capacity and potential of your business. It will also raise awareness of forced labour, which assists in fulfilling every business's obligation to protect human rights. It forces your business to share information and reflect on what organisational practices do and do not uphold human rights protections, leading to more consistent and ethical practices.
Secondly, minimizing the connection to the forced labor trade can only be a good thing in terms of your business, making a positive impact on your reputation and image and looking more appealing to the consumer market. With consumers becoming more and more ethically aware, they will only purchase products and services that adopt and execute lawful and ethical practices. Finally, having a strong brand image will draw consumers to the business and lead to more sales and increased revenue. And for for-profit businesses, what better result than to increase profits and put money in your pockets? So, do not think that employing strategies to minimize any connection to forced labor will leave your business empty-handed. It does the opposite and benefits your business immensely.
The forced labor industry has had detrimental effects on society, and the corporate social responsibility of an organization can help keep these to a minimum. One way this can be achieved is through adopting our recommendations. whether it be negotiating with suppliers to abide by human trafficking laws, or by implementing procedures to monitor and audit suppliers. The priority of ethical actions and a closely monitored operational system will encourage the emergence of substantial competitive advantage. So, how does it feel knowing your business can help attack such a prominent issue? It will be comforting knowing your actions can benefit your organization as well as society on a larger scale.